Welcome back to GP Fans, where we bring you the latest and greatest news and views from around the world of Formula One. And today we're talking about a new race returning to the calendar in 2023 as Formula One looks set to welcome Las Vegas back into its fold. And Toto Wolff looks back at his season with Christian Horner and their spat in the media with a few regrets and perhaps a little tear in the Austrian's eye. I'm Ollie Wilson, this is GP Fans. You should be subscribing by hitting the button down below, and of course get onto Twitter and Instagram as well at GPFans Global. But now, let's get into those important headlines. Formula One is set to add a third race in the United States to its 2023 calendar with the return of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. GP Fans can confirm. The sport's popularity has skyrocketed under the guidance of Liberty Media in the United States, and officials in Nevada have been discussing the possibility of putting the city back on the Formula One schedule for the past 12 months, as the sport tries to take advantage of the momentum built in America. Miami is already joining the congested calendar on a 10-year contract as the schedule hits a record 23 races in 2020, and Austin, Texas is of course still on that list. The Vegas race is set to be confirmed before the start of the new season, while Formula One is also finalising a deal in Qatar for a 10-year race there, moving the schedule to 25 races for 2023, the maximum allowed under the Concorde Agreement. The track in Vegas is still unclear, with many involved in the discussions eager to use the city's iconic strip as part of the setup, but authorities are also keen to ensure that they nail the look and feel of the race circuit after it was derided when Formula One last went to the City of Sin back in 1981 and 82. Back then, the race took place pretty much in the car park of Caesar's Palace, with very few attendees to the event. It failed as a spectacle somewhat and had significant financial losses. But Formula One now feels a return to the bright lights of Las Vegas is possible. We will wait to see if 3 races in the United States ends up being overkill or the boom to the country's fandom that the sport has desired for so long. Elsewhere in the news, Toto Wolff has revealed he deeply regrets the war of words he had with title rival Christian Horner last season as the Mercedes and Red Bull team principals clashed in the media time and time again during their tumultuous battle. The rivalry of Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen on display last year was only exacerbated by the bitter spat in the war of words between Wolff and Horner when it came to their conversations in the media, with their post-race comments growing in tension and intensity as the year wore on. At one stage during the flexi-wing debate in early June ahead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Horner urged Wolff to keep his mouth shut. The Austrian's retort was to describe the Englishman as a bit of a windbag who wants to be on camera. Their exchanges continued throughout the campaign, before culminating in a civil handshake ahead of the title-deciding showdown in Abu Dhabi. "I really regret it," said Wolff in an interview with the Dutch magazine Formula One. "I always try to stay professional, approach things professionally. However, it got very personal between the two of us at some point. At one point, he told me to shut up. Then I responded by saying he was a windbag and talked too much for the cameras. I shouldn't have said that because it's a professional relationship and you know that even your worst enemy has a best friend. You have to respect that person, even if you fight a hard duel." Interestingly enough, Wolff claims it was his wife Susie who urged him to remain courteous and act with dignity throughout last season. She asked, "Why are you having these kinds of discussions? You're trying to win. Respect that," added Wolff. "Even if someone goes in that direction, you don't have to." So was the war of words between Toto and Christian Horner a little bit too much last year in Formula One? Or was it that extra bit of spice, that bit of fuel that was thrown onto the fire that was, of course, that burning intensity between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen in their championship battle? Let us know in the comments section below. And will a third race in the United States be overkill as well, or perfect considering the growing popularity of the sport in America? We want to hear all of your thoughts on that and an opportunity perhaps to go to Las Vegas and be part of that incredible potential race down the strip. It would look pretty stunning, I think. Either way, get in contact with us, hit the subscribe button down below as well to stay up to date with everything we do here at the channel, and of course on Twitter and Instagram at GPFans Global. And for all your other breaking news, gpfans.com as well.